Hello everyone, this is G. Renuka CRT English from KGBV Kotturu. Good morning dear students, how are you all? I hope everybody is fine. Dear children, we already discussed about the lesson true height and what is a player in our previous classes. Okay, today we shall go through the vocabulary and grammar in second unit from our textbook. Coming to the vocabulary, synonyms. Synonyms means similar meanings to the words. Use a thesaurus dictionary to find out synonyms of these words from the biographical account you have read. See the words quench, glamour, passion, persistence, arrogant, pounding. So we have to write similar meanings to the words. Those are synonyms. We have to write synonyms. Synonyms of quench. Quench means satisfy, put out, cool, slake. Glamour, colorful, charm, magic, smart. Passion, desire, attraction, eagerness, hunger. Persistence, determination. Arrogant, self-important, proud, haughty. Pounding, thumping, racing, beating rhythmically. These are the synonyms of the words. Suffixes. Look at the following words taken from the passage. Children, you please watch these words: competition, excitement, persistence, immediately, wonderful, effortless, childhood, national, and intensity. These are the words given to the suffixes. Now, pick out the suffixes from each word and form new words of your own in the table given below. One is done for you. Before going to write suffixes to the words, we have to know what is a suffix. In English grammar, a suffix is a set of letters which we add at the end of the main word to make a new word that can change it to fit grammatically within the sentence. For example, ed, en, less, full, ing. By adding all these ed, en, less, full, ing, it will form a new word. Examples to use suffix. Word, talk. Suffix ed, new, it will form new word, talked. Sentence, she wants to talk to you. Sentence with suffix, she barely talked to me. Now we can write suffixes to the words given in this suffixes table. Competition, suffix is ion. We can form a new word, completion. Excitement, excitement, suffix is ment. We can form a new word, achievement. Persistence, ence, new word, consistence. Immediately, ly, greatly. Wonderful, full, new word, powerful. Effortless, suffix is less, new word is countless. Childhood, suffix is hood, a new word is boyhood. National, al, personal. Intensity, suffix is ity. Collocations. Collocation is an arrangement of words or other elements, especially those that commonly co-occur, which you have a combination. Those are called collocations. Heartfelt. What does it combine with? Very fittingly, it is heartfelt sympathy, heartfelt opinion, heartfelt congratulations, heartfelt welcome also. Okay, children, there are certain word combinations in this textbook. Adjective plus noun. Example, bright, harsh, intense, strong, light. These are the adjectives. It is combined with a noun. So, it became a collocation. Verb plus noun. For example, cast, emit, give, provide, shed, light. Verb plus noun. Noun plus verb, light, gleam, glows, shines. Noun plus noun, light source. Preposition plus noun, by the light of the moon. Noun plus preposition, the light of the window. Quantifier plus noun, a beam of light or a ray of light. Children, it will give richness to the languages. Collocations give richness to the languages. Use a dictionary and write which word in column 1 can collocate with those in the next 5 columns. Put a tick mark in the relevant column. Use the apt collocation in your own sentences. Heartfelt congratulations, deep sympathy, childhood dream, express opinion, strong opinion, warm welcome. These are the collocations. On to the grammar. In grammar we have adverbial clauses. Before going to know about adverbial clauses, we have to know what is a clause, how many types of clauses are there. What is a clause? It is a group of relative words. It has subject and verb combination. It has a complete meaning by itself. You can consider a simple sentence as a clause. He plays golf regularly. Is this a clause? For that, we will check whether it is satisfy all the 3 conditions that we just discussed. It is a group of words. Yes, it is a group of words. Here, he is the subject, place is the verb. Subject verb combination is there and it gave complete meaning by itself. In the whole sentence, he plays regularly makes complete meaning by itself. Hence, we can say it is a clause. Clauses are mainly divided into 2 parts. One is independent clause and another one is dependent clause. Independent clause, a complete sentence by itself. It doesn't need any other clause for its existence. For example, you may sit. The sentence is you may sit. Here, you is the subject and sit is the verb. The whole sentence is giving a complete thought by itself, so it's an independent clause. Then, what is a dependent clause? It has a subject and verb combination and it doesn't have complete thought by itself. It depends on independent clause or main clause for complete thought. For example, wherever you sit. The sentence is wherever you sit. Here, you is the subject, like is the verb. Whole sentence has a subject and verb combination, but there is no complete thought. It is incomplete. Wherever you like is a incomplete sentence. Now let us add a main clause to this clause. You may sit wherever you like. Here the entire thought is complete with dependent and independent clause. This is all about dependent clause. Dependent clauses mainly divided into 3 types: noun clause, adjective clause, adverbial clause. Let us discuss about each of them, or otherwise we will know about the adverbial clause. In this clause, there is a group of words, subject and verb of its own, and it acts as a verb in the sentence. And what does an adverb do? It modifies verb, adjective or adverb, and so does the adverb also. For example, I will give you a map so that you can find a way. Here, so that you can find a way is a clause, as it has a subject and verb and it is a describing the act of giving, which is a verb. Basically this clause does the work of an adverb. Now we will know about adverbial clauses. Look at the following sentences taken from the reading passage. As he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. Second example is, when he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his first time to fly. Third example is, since the other Walter had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear his vault to win. In the above sentences, the clauses with as and when denote time, whereas since denotes the reason. As and when refer to time and the other parts state what happened at that time. In the third sentence, the clause beginning with since states the reason and the other states the consequence. The words as, when, since are conjunctions which connect two sentences, two clauses. The clauses containing these words are called adverbial clauses. The words as, when and since are conjunctions. If the clause has as, when, since, that clause is called adverbial clauses. These clauses cannot stand independently, so they are called dependent clauses or subordinate clauses. The clauses that stand on its own is an independent or main clause. The linkers as, when and since are the adverbs are placed before the clauses to make them subordinate clauses. Now read the biographical account once again and pick out the adverbial clauses and main clauses and write them in the table or in your notebook. Children, you can see the fill table I have shown you in this. Look at the following sentences taken from the reading passage. First one is, as he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. Adverbial or dependent clause is, as he raced down the golden lined wheat fields. Main clause is, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. Second one is, as he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other Walter had missed his final jump. Dependent clause is, as he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan. Main clause is, he knew the other Walter had missed his final jump. Third sentence is, since the Walter had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear his vault to win. In this sentence, since the Walter had fewer misses is the dependent clause and Michael needed to clear this vault to win is the independent clause. Fourth example is, when he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. When he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight is the dependent clause, adverbial clause, and he knew it was his time to fly is the independent clause. Fifth one is, as he began to sprinting down the runway, something felt wonderfully different yet familiar. As he began sprinting down the runway is the dependent clause and something felt wonderfully different yet similar is the independent clause. Sixth example we have taken from our textbook is in grammar part is when he took a deep breath, it happened. Dependent clause in this sentence is when he took up a deep breath is the dependent clause and also the adverbial clause. Main clause in this sentence is it happened is the main clause. Complete the following sentences with appropriate adverbial clauses. Use the adverbs wherever they are given in brackets. First one is the teacher entered the class. Adverbial clause is before the bell rang. Second one is the dog ran into a speeding car. Adverbial clause is when it was crossing the road. Third one is I was in deep sleep as I had been watching TV last night. Fourth one is someone knocked the door while I was reading. Fifth one is the crowd cheered Michael Stone as soon as he crossed the high barrier. Sixth one is it is high time the cricket board thought of different alternatives as the seniors are not playing properly. These are the adverbs adding to the main clauses. After grammar we have writing, study skills and listening also. You have read the biography of Michael Stone. Think of some world famous sporting personalities from India. Collect information about any one of them and write a biographical sketch. You may include the following details also: date and place of birth, information about the family, achievements of the person, awards, prizes, honors, etc. and important events in the life of the person, education, marriage, profession also, and inspiration to others, message to the society. Another point is contribution to his or her field and society. You have to write a biographical sketch including all these points. In study skills, you have finished reading the text True Height. Write the summary of the story in your own words. Use the following ideas to complete your summary effectively. Make a note of the important points in the text and the supporting details. Sequence of the events. Identify the words, phrases which carry ideas and use appropriate linkers. Focus on the words, phrases that express the essence of the text. Present the ideas briefly in your own words. Do not include examples in the summary. Children, you have read the story and you listened the story of True Height about Michael Stone. So, you have to write the summary following all these points. In listening, there is a commentary on cricket match and answer the questions given under this commentary. You have to write down the bio sketch of a sporting personality. After that, write the summary of True Height and listen the commentary and fill the brackets, fill the answers to the questions. After that, you have to write down oral activity, that is, imagine you are listening to the commentary. Your father came there and reminded you of the ensuing examinations. He said, listening to the commentary is a waste of time. Now, you please develop a conversation between your and your father. So, you please develop a conversation between you and your father. Children, please write down all these in your notebook and show it to your teachers when you go to your schools. Okay, thank you.